Congratulations, you just scrolled to my first video. Now, usually when I scroll all the way down to the bottom of somebody's page, that means I like their stuff. And if I wanted to say something to somebody that likes my videos, then I'd want to tell them about the gospel of Jesus Christ. And also thank you. So good people go to heaven. Big deal. The problem is that none of us is good. No, not one. That means that if you've ever lied, if you've ever lusted, or if you've ever cheated, or taken the Lord's name in vain, then that means that you've sinned. The Bible says that all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. And it also says that the wages of sin is death. In other words, that means that death and eventually hell is what we deserve for falling short of heaven's standard of goodness. And none of us are perfect, no matter how hard we try. God still wants to be with his children in heaven. The problem is sin is no joke, and he's declared that to erase sin, you need a perfect, innocent life to die. And that's really hard, because it must be perfect according to his standard. Perfect like God. 2,000 years ago, God came to earth as a man named Jesus, and he never did anything wrong. So, he didn't have to die. But he chose to anyway. His death can replace the sin of more than one person. Since God is infinite, he can erase the sins of everybody. And that means my sin, and that also means your sin. While he was on earth, he said he was the only way to get to heaven, and that he would rise from the dead. And after he died, hundreds of the people that followed him said that they saw him after he was crucified. The book of Romans tells us that if you confess with your mouth that Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. Thanks for listening.